Bonjour. Stressed pronouns or pronoms toniques en français and French. This is the title of the video and it begins with a feeling of déjà vu. You come across a stressed pronoun in French thinking, déjà vu. And maybe you understand what the pronoun means, but you're not sure what to make of it or how to use it. And maybe you dream of an easier grammar, more straightforward, a simpler life maybe in the country, with French honey and milk and bread from the farm. We've all done it, haven't we? And I know the feeling. I've been there. Admit it. You have to, haven't you? Don't even try to deny it. Well, good news. Right after completing this video's exercise, the link is below the video, we're going to the country together. You and I. Well, maybe not today, but one day. And we'll talk about that later. So, in the meantime, let me show you how stressed pronouns work in French. For starters, les pronoms toniques is the equivalent of French stressed pronouns in French, is how we translate it. Well, let's start with the definition, shall we? A pronom tonique, or stressed pronoun, sometimes also called emphatic pronouns, can be used on their own, or after a preposition, or in a comparison with some other people, or after a to show belonging. Those are difficult to digest pronouns, I guess, or situations rather in which we're going to use them. And this is very dry. I've had a student tell me that one day. He said, this article is a bit dry. I want something that is not as dry. And the content presented like that is very dry. So we're going to try to moisten it, make it more user-friendly. Just having a look at this chart, this table, because here are the details. We have the list of French stressed pronouns on the right, and their translation on the left, of course, as you can see. So for me becomes pour moi, right? First person singular. For you, pour toi. Second person singular. For him, her. Pour lui, pour elle. And I took here an example with a preposition, just so you know that it's very easy to equate object pronouns in English with stressed pronouns in French, because they have similarities. For us, pour nous. For you, pour vous. For them, pour eux, masculine, plural. Pour elles, feminine, plural. So, equipped with those pronouns in theory, you should be good to go, right? But perhaps, unsurprisingly, there are specific cases, just like we saw in the definition, in which we're going to use those pronouns. Use number one, after a preposition, and you've already seen it here in the table. For me, pour moi is a good example of that. J, smoking sensors with him is not a good idea. So we have an example here. J, fumer des capteurs avec lui n'est pas une bonne idée. With him translates to avec lui. I didn't write avec il. It's a stressed pronoun. In English either, you wouldn't have said with he. You said with him. Different pronoun. That was the use number one. Use number two, the emphatic use. And this is when you want to emphasize a certain person before starting a sentence, like, as for me, it's a bit egocentrical, or you could also say as for them, it's less egocentrical. As for me, I repair nuclear reactors. Moi, je répare des réacteurs nucléaires. Moi is the stressed pronoun that we use at the beginning of the sentence. Simple. I'm not sure you could say that in English. I don't think you would start a sentence going, me, I repair nuclear reactors. We soften it with as for me. It's a bit better, I guess, strictly speaking. But in French, you can just go out and say like moi, like moi. It's better. It works like that. use number 3 now, and we're going really fast today. It's not going to be a long video, so use number 3 is the pronoun by itself. Who wants to lift a beam? You know, you can say me in English. Well, in French, it's going to be qui veut soulever une poutre? Moi. It could be also toi. It could be also lui, elle, nous, vous, eux, elle. All the stress pronouns in French. We have a last use of those kind of pronouns in French in situations where you would say me neither or me too in English. For example, Dr. Zorg, do you want to dance? Me too. You have someone say, oh, me too. In French, Dr. Zorg, vous voulez danser? Moi aussi. And it's funny because right now it's easier for me to speak English than French. I don't know, the French language is warming up. It's taking time to wake up. It's been grumpy maybe during the night, so now it wants to wake up. Dr. Zorg, vous voulez danser? Moi aussi. Me too. I didn't say je aussi. It's moi aussi. It's a stress pronoun. And finally, well, if he doesn't care, me neither. Bien, s'il ne s'en fait pas, moi non plus. And we have the stress pronoun here. You'll notice that I translated to not care about something with ne pas s'en faire. To not care. Or we could just write not care, ne pas s'en faire. Yeah, it's slightly simpler in English. And that's about it for this video. So really, what's the bottom line? The bottom line is this. You have pronouns in French that are very similar to the object pronouns in English. So all you need to do is to study them and notice that we have just the same as in English. Like here, me is moi, him is lui, her is she. No big difference there. But for the third person of the plural, you're going to need the feminine form and the masculine form of the stress pronoun. Unlike English again, because in English there's only one. Now, this is almost all for today. Almost, because I heard a rumor that there was an exercise to complete in the link below the video. You know, it's gossip. Might be true, might not. And however, I believe in that rumor. So don't just take my word for it. However, go and check it out. I'll see you there.